Some of the fall athletes are being recognized for their academic excellence and performance on the field and off through the collegiate sports communicators. These athletes had to achieve a 3.5 GPA. They had to compete in 90% of their sports games, and they had to start 66% of them. Quite an accomplishment there, Francis.
It shows, it's hard to be a college athlete, especially the D3 level where you're not really getting a scholarship. So it shows that these kids really care about this sport and they care about their academics, which is really what it's all about.
I believe we had 6 from men's soccer, 3 from women's soccer, and 1 from women's volleyball achieve this accomplishment. Give it credit to the coaches, give credit to the students, give credit to the teachers there at Hilbert College for all that they do. And this is quite an accomplishment for these athletes as they all received a certificate from the athletic department. And we'll have a nice little picture there with the 9 participants. Might be missing 1 right tonight, but that's who they have that were available.
So congrats to those students. But Charlie, we got a game coming up for us, right?
Yes, this is a big game. It's a conference game. The AMCC has expanded. We have Houghton University, first-year program under Coach Seddon. New program, excitement and all that. And then you have Hilbert, who had a program and it came back to life after a few years off back in 2020. And we're going to have quite a match here. It should be exciting as we are getting ready for some national anthem here. And we'll be pausing for that and standing while we recognize our country. Right now they're just talking about the pledge, just to honor, be respectful of players and officials. And we're going to have the starting lineups for the Highlanders of Houghton University, 1-6. They just had their first win on the 27th versus Maranatha Baptist. It was a 5-set match. Coach Seddon's first victory, and victory for the program, their first.
Yeah, good to see. You mentioned Houghton, a brand new program. Really a matchup of kind of 2 programs in a similar state right now, trying to get them going, trying to get their programs going. And we talked about it before we started. that we're thinking we might see a really explosion in men's volleyball here in Western New York. You know, we saw Buff State started just a few years ago, so really bright future right now for the men's volleyball game.
And Hilbert is 2-2 coming into this match. You know, they had two quick victories over Wells and Russell Sage, but then they fall to SUNY Polytechnic and Rutgers Newark, which are two really good quality opponents for them. So they're hoping to rebound here at home, their first match here at home, and go from there. So it's going to be an exciting night here at the Hefner Center, and let's see who can get out to a hot start right off the bat.
Hilbert, of course, led by Brad Converse, who comes from Star Point High School, a place Coach Murphy knows very well. Coach knows very well. Coach Crosby, I should say, knows very well. A lot of Western New York guys on this Hilbert team. You love to see local colleges building locally with players on their teams to really bring that hometown pride.
And as the teams are lining up here, we'll take a look at the lineups and who will be starting the serve. For Houghton, number 15, Eli Sproul, the local player for them. He's from Lancaster, went to Clarence, is the captain, and it looks like Houghton is here to serve. There's Jerry Buno, the setter, will start the match. So we thank you for joining us on BuffaloSportsPage.com as Buno with the serve. We have a free ball coming over, roll shot. Buno with the set. It's back to number 15, and guess what? Eli Sproul with the first kill of the match.
They just a nice job getting it in open space, and the setter really couldn't handle that one.
Served by Buno. Nice pass there by the libero. Three with a big swing. Give that to Converse. Gets a kill off the block, and we're even at ones.
Converse on the year, 30 kills, leads the Hawks. Again, we mentioned from Star Point, he'll be a big for them tonight.
Chandler with the jump serve, gets the over ball, and it's put away by Higgins. Point Hilbert. Coach Seddon said their passing has been really good at Houghton, but right there we saw a little error there by number 2, Gabriel Lucina. Point Hilbert for the ace.
Let's take a look at that ace once again.
A nice deep serve. Back at it. Set on the right side. Often that played well by the setter there. By Chandler. Sproul with the kill off the defenseman's hands. Point Highlanders. As we talked about earlier, Francis, they're going to feed Sproul while he's in the front row, and then when he's in the back row, hopefully get somebody else to contribute. Deep shot by number 3, Brad Converse. Long. Point Highlanders. Even at 3.
Serving now for Houghton, Devin Burns. He's from Syracuse, New York, went to Faith Heritage.
Nice run in the middle by number 13, Tyler Hassel. Got a nice swing on that. Crushes it at the 5 spot. And he goes back to serve.
Hassel, Angola native, went to Lakeshore, also spent some time at Madai.
But he misses the jump serve wide. Point Houghton. And checking in, the libero goes out. Number 11, Luke George, goes in the middle. While number 3, AJ Pamboon, comes out from the libero spot. Higgins back set, gets the kill off the block onto the court. Point Hawks. Figure we got a little feeling out going on here, Francis. We're going to see if anybody's going to take a lead, but, you know, both teams are, early in their seasons trying to figure out what they can do and what they can't do.
Yeah, we should mention the men's volleyball season in college actually starts in the winter, a little bit later in the winter than some of the other sports, and as opposed to in the fall you have the women's game, which is different for high school, where the boys and girls actually play at the same time.
Yep. And again, third kill for Sproul in the front row as Buno comes out, and number 5 comes in, Elijah Stute. So this is where we're going to have Sproul set, and Stute's going to hit it outside. And he misses it, as Sproul misses the serve long. Hilbert, number 10, Connor Higgins, back to serve.
Sophomore from Eden. Eden's had a strong volleyball program for years.
Unfortunately, Lucina puts that in the net. Hitting error, point Hilbert. There's 3 players from Eden on this Hilbert squad, Francis. It's nice to see because it is such a reputable program for the high school season. It's nice to see that they stayed local and continue to play. While number 4, Alex Overhoff, who actually was a transfer last year from Keene, another Eden product, gets the kill there, and we've got an 8-5 lead by Hilbert. A nice jump serve by Higgins. Pass nice by Lucina. Stutt with the swing. And we get a nice kill by Overhoff again. That's 2 for him right off the bat.
Let's take a look at that replay again by Overhoff. Putting it in, just going off the blocker straight to the left. No chance to save that one.
Nice line shot, served by Higgins, ace, Hilbert.
You're right, we'll take a look at this replay once again. You're right on the line there. Couldn't have spotted it any better than that.
Good pass. Got a nice little run by number 11, Luke George there. That's his second kill in the middle. Point Houghton.
Looked like it fanned off his hand a little bit and landed in the right spot. Didn't look like he had his full power on that one.
You don't have to all the time. at this level, you just got to put it down and find the court. As number 8 for Hilbert, Nick Diello with the kill out of the middle. Everybody getting in on the action here for Hilbert. As Overhoff back to serve. Misses it long on the jump serve. Point Houghton. Coming back in is number 21, Devin Tuller. He's middle for Houghton as the libero goes back to serve. A.J. Pamboon. Nope. Switch there. We're going to have the libero actually serve, or the middle serve. Luke George is going to serve instead of the libero. Little confusion. No worries. Nice pass. Back set. Finds a way. Just got enough on it. Kill by Diello. Point Hilbert. Hassel returns to the game for Hilbert. Diello with the spinner. Nice swing out of the left side by number 10, Devin Burns. Point Houghton. As Houghton is going to serve, they're down 4, 8-12. Jerry Buno back in to run the offense, and Eli Sproul is back in the front row. Should we expect more kills out of him, Francis?
I think if you're Hilbert, you're going to try to keep it away from him.
Yeah, it's tough. As there's an overpass there, and Hassel says, "Thank you very much. I'll just push that down." I love when you get an overpass like that in the middle. Being a former middle myself, take those all day. Oh, we get a solo block by Converse there.
Let's take a look at that block one more time by Converse. Goes up, yeah, you said it, straight up and puts it down.
Miss serve by Chandler there. Point Houghton.
Notice Chandler there is a lefty. We talk about it in some sports how being a lefty can kind of change things for if you're receiving a ball. How does that change the for volleyball when you're receiving a serve from a lefty?
Similar spin. I mean, you're not like it's not like a football quarterback where the spin is different. You're still having a top spin or a bottom spin on the ball. Doesn't change much. It's more of, if you're going to do a side winding kind of serve, that's the only time, but that rarely happens. Free ball given to Hilbert. Hassel runs in the middle, and we got a call here. We have a double call by the officials. Unfortunately, we have 2 contacts there after the first contact. That's illegal.
I don't have a 6 or another. I believe that was Eli Sproul who may have hit it twice. It kind of came right to his chest and couldn't really do much with it.
Yep. Short serve by Converse there. Point Houghton. As Tuller goes back to serve. Oh, nice. Pretty back one by Hassel there. Middle didn't follow him for Houghton, so he got a nice swing and put it down for the point.
Yeah, he had some wide open area in the middle of the court, and he just set it down.
Oh, and the ace by Hassel. Big man goes up and jump serves, and we got a timeout. Houghton down 10-18 as we go to break here on the BuffaloSportsPage.com network.
Celebrating 50 years of business in Niagara County, Comfort Plastics manufactures a wide variety of consumer goods. You can buy our popular patio furniture at LeisureAccents.com, our classic snow sleds at TheRetroRacer.com, and know that all of our products are proudly made in the USA, and your purchase supports 150 hardworking families right here in Western New York. Comfort Plastics, a believer in the American dream. Learn more at ComfortPlastics.com or like us on Facebook.
The financial guys, right on the money.
And we're back here as the teams take the court. Coach Saden probably had a lot to say there regarding the team's play, just having to clean it up. Got to talk, got to move. Passing's our thing. We need to pass the ball. We can't give Hilbert opportunities, I imagine, Francis. Oh, and we have a net call. And point Hilbert.
Let's look at the replay again. Looks like they're saying, I think the Houghton defenders may have brazed the net a little bit coming down.
As the captains on the court are asking the questions.
We have a top-notch officiating crew here, don't we?
Yep, and down official made the call, and that is the correct call. I did see the net move. Couldn't tell who, but as they say, you question it, maybe the ball never lies. As the miss serve goes in, into the bottom of the net for Hilbert, and point Houghton. As Stutt comes back in, Sproul's in the back row. For Hilbert, no real harm there because Sproul didn't really get any opportunities to swing. Ooh, that's an overpass, and ooh. Oh, a nice little changeup by Overhoff there. That was a tight set, Francis, and he made the best of it. 2 blockers there and just found the middle of the court. I like to call that Bermuda Triangle area because that's where balls fall, never to be found again.
It's where no one happens to be.
Right. And that is in. Served by Higgins again. You think he's got a couple aces here in this first set?
You know what? Why don't I check? I'll look at the sidearm stats. Let's see if I can pull it out right now.
Still free. Still alive. Hofferman pushes it. And we got net call. Point Hilbert. Right now, Houghton is struggling with their body control and knowing where.
Higgins right now, you just asked, has 2 aces in this one.
Houghton was a little confused, wondering who got called on the net there. You know, they were back to serve, and unfortunately, that was not the call. Now there's a miss serve by Higgins. Point, Houghton.
This Hilbert team, looking back at their schedule, coming off back-to-back losses over the weekend. SUNY Poly and Rutgers.
Overhoff misses that wide. Point, Houghton. As A.J. Bampoon back there to serve. Diallo with the push and the kill. Point, Hawks. If you look at both teams there, Francis, there's not many seniors on either team.
Well, but you notice that a lot for, you know, some young programs. You're trying to bring in new guys, you know, really trying to build up the program, so that's good to see. And that means that they're getting growing pains now, and hopefully be able to build on that in the future when they are juniors and seniors. They stick around, and you really start to have some success. And then you bring in those next classes and start to build on that.
Yep, nice run by number 11 there, Luke George. Got the point for Houghton. And then Diallo hits it into the net, right into the antenna. And this is a set point for Hilbert. As it's 24-14. Diallo with a very interesting and exciting serve. And we have a block there by number 3, Converse, to finish the set. 25-14. Teams will switch sides, and we'll come back to you here on BuffaloSportsPage.com.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
Celebrating 50 years of business in Niagara County, Comfort Plastics manufactures a wide variety of consumer goods. You can buy our popular patio furniture at leisureaccents.com, our classic snow sleds at theretroracer.com, and know that all of our products are proudly made in the USA, and your purchase supports 150 hardworking families right here in Western New York. Comfort Plastics, a believer in the American dream. Learn more at comfortplastics.com or like us on Facebook.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put a plus in logistics.
For an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs, more information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover.
To redefine yourself.
To improve your...
And we're back here at Hilbert College as we wait for set 2 to begin. Francis, a lot of numbers there on the Hilbert stat line. I mean, Overhoff with 5 kills leading the way. A couple aces by Higgins. It was a nice, well-rounded game for Hilbert.
Yeah, I think you have to say that. I think a lot of times, it's about you can get stuck on, just going with the hot hand, but Hilbert all around getting scoring. You have Diallo with 4, Higgins and Hassel with 3 kills. For aces, you have Higgins with 2, and then not a ton of blocks in this one. You have 1 right now for Converse and then a half for each Higgins and Hassel, but you mentioned well-rounded. Higgins has 3 digs. Pozzulli has 2. So good to see right now. If you're Coach Crosby, you have to be very happy with the well-roundedness of how your team is really contributing in that first set.
Yeah, and you haven't had to say Pizzuto much tonight because he really hasn't been involved. I mean, he's a freshman libero for them, for Hilbert, and as a coach, I'd be targeting him all day with the serve, but he hasn't had much action there, so been pretty quiet. As we get set 2 underway, Chandler back to jump serve. Shank pass there. Free ball going over to Hilbert. And there's the run in the middle. Free ball going back to Hilbert. Transition 1 ball by Hassel. Not dead until now. We open the second set with a point for Hilbert.
And you notice on that railing, this is a lot like in the first set. Hilbert's not getting a tough, carryovers, sendovers. It's pretty easy. The ball's coming over pretty slow.
And that's what as a team, you want to control the pace and you want to dictate everything. Right now, it's a challenge for Houghton to get going. Oh. And Converse puts the ball down, 1-on-1. Great hold by Hassel. Gets the kill. There's a stat that's never, on the stat sheet. It's the assist kill by middles. Again, being a middle, I know. You hold the block, you did a good job. Oh, nice swing there by Sproul. Point Houghton. As Chandler was unable to control that. Can't have that ball go over the net and hit the obstructions above it. Can't do that. Hassel fans on it, long and wide. Point Houghton.
Coming up now for Houghton to serve is number 21, Devin Toller.
Overhoff with the pass. Higgins puts the ball down. Point Hawks.
Yeah, let's take a look at that one. That had some fire coming off of that one.
Hassel right into the net on his serve. Point Highlanders. As we have a sub. Number 5, Elijah Stutt comes in for Jerry Buno as Sproul goes back to serve.
Stutt from Knoxville, Tennessee on this Houghton team. Houghton obviously in the Western New York area, but if you look at that roster, not a lot of exactly, would you say, local kids in there. They get kids really from all around the state, even from all around the country.
And they believe in their faith. That's the biggest thing with Houghton. It's a Christian-type school, so it takes, certain, student-athlete to come here, want to play, and want to, take the education that Houghton offers. So, I give props to the kids here because, it's really a faith-based university. As we get some errors back and forth here, Francis. A little slower play with Houghton up 5-4 in the second set. Free ball over for Houghton. Transition 1 ball, Diallo. Nice hustle by Pemboon. Oh, nice pickup. Sproul with a dig. Woo!
I think Chandler got a little over aggressive trying to get the ball before it really got into his area and just went out of play on that one.
Overhoff with the cross-court kill. But that was a great dig by Sproul. I mean, that was crushed. And Hilbert gave up on the play, and they got the point. The guy that's carrying Hilbert right now, Overhoff back to serve. Nice kill by number 10, Devin Burns. Getting some offense there, Francis, from some other opportunities, other players, which is nice.
Which is what Hilbert was doing, and we mentioned in the first set, getting a lot of contribution. Now you're starting to see that with Houghton, and now they have a lead in this one, in the second set.
Yep. Luke Yell back to serve. Yeah, unfortunately, that had to be called. Double contact on the third. Point Hilbert.
Going back to serve right now is Nick Diallo. We've talked about him a lot. That unique serve.
And he gets the ace on it, too. It's very interesting. It's a lot of moving parts. It's a spinner. He doesn't jump serve, but it has the same effect as somebody that, you know, hits a jump serve. Oh, nice hustle by him in the 5 spot. Okay, down ball. Higgins picks it up. Push out. Oh, Converse was running something else. We have 4 contacts there, unfortunately. Looks like Converse was trying to run a 32 on the inside. Unfortunately, him and Chandler weren't on the same page. Point Houghton. Buno back to serve. Overhoff with the pass, low off. Nice pickup there. Buno with the back set, and he gets a kill by Sproul. Huge kill right there for Houghton. Extends the lead, too.
And you can see they have a sizable crowd here right now, about 20, 30 people down to our left, and they're starting to get into it. You wonder how much that is helping them right now.
Converse, they block Converse. Transition back into Converse again. Gets across court. Kill. Converse.
You could tell how much he wanted that one after that mistake on the last rally there a couple minutes ago. And he had one that just went off the ceiling a little bit and finally able to throw that one down. Little frustration, I noticed.
Yep. When you're struggling a little bit, yeah, it's tough. Oh, yeah, that's an over. Yep. We're going to have a replay here. Inadvertent whistle. Chandler back to serve again. Reverse. Back to Higgins. One-on-one, takes it. Point Hilbert. We're tied at 9. Nice little run by Higgins. Sproul with the swing. Gets the kill. Eli Sproul really carrying this team.
Looked like Overhoff was maybe just a second late on that one. If he would have had to step up, he probably wouldn't be able to dig that one out.
Burns serves. Hassel with the big heavy swing. Point Hilbert.
It's like Hilbert has more of the power in the second set than Houghton. Houghton trying to be more meticulous with how they're placing the ball.
Very finesse. You got to give it a little change up here. You can't go power with power. Nice approach by number 2 there, Lucina, but unfortunately, ball goes out of play. Converse serving with the spinner. Oh. And it goes off the top there, down.
You got to play where you are, right?
Yep.
So wherever obstacles you have.
Yeah. Yep. And you can get, you can't kick the ball if you can keep it on your side. Unfortunately, Lucina had to go off his foot. Nice serve. Yes. Transition middle. Hassel, love that ball. Drooling all over that.
You can see that. You can see his white teeth from all the way up here.
And Higgins' reaction was even better. He's like, okay, I'm not even going to get close. I'm just going to celebrate that one. Lucino with the swing. Down ball. Buno sets. Sproul with the tip. And it's over. And the middle, number 21, Devin Toller with a nice little putback for the point for Houghton.
You saw Pizzuto dug it out, and I think he dug it out a little too high and over, and that gave the easy opportunity for Houghton to get it over.
Toller serves. Backs out to Higgins, and he hits it long. Point Highlanders.
That's got to say a lot about Coach Crosby, how much he believes in Pizzuto to put him out there as a freshman as your libero.
Oh, nice run by Hassel there in the middle. That's a hard wraparound for any middle coming from the 2 spot around in front of the setter, and he takes it with his momentum and hits the 1 spot on the other side for the point. Buno sets, Sproul tips it, and no one is there. Bermuda Triangle. Finding the middle of the court, no one ever goes for it.
So that's the case. The Hilbert defense there is they're expecting, obviously, a hard kill, so they're not really seeing anything in the middle. Is that kind of what is happening there at the Bermuda Triangle?
Yeah, they're rotating to secondary positions, which they start probably about 12 feet from the net, rotate to about 18, and then there should be reaction. So you shouldn't be set on your heels. You should be more on the balls of your feet. Unfortunately, a lot of players kind of at this level will just react. And the good hitters will make the adjustment where they will tip the ball around a block or over the block to get the points. So it's also hitters being smart, knowing that they're taking away their strengths. Nice pass. Diallo gets a swing, picked up nicely by Pamboon, and transition out there. Overhoff gets the kill as the block goes long. Hilbert has stormed back, has a 2-point lead right now, 16-14. Overhoff back to serve. Lucina with a nice pass. And they get the kill. Number 10, Devin Burns. Burns has gotten a couple kills this set, which is helpful for Houghton to get back into this game. As Yell goes back to serve. Oh, and he gets the ace on the floater. Tie game, 16 all. It's a nice flat serve that comes over the net, and he puts it right in between the seam of Overhoff and, Converse with a nice pass. Run in the middle, too low. Diallo into the net. Point, Highlanders.
Highlanders have a lead, I think, for the first time
since earlier
early in the set.
They haven't really targeted Pizzuto. Yep, Higgins took that away. Converse off the block, transition. Picked up again. Ooh, tight. And tip, still up. And we have another replay.
Looks like Houghton isn't happy about that, especially coach there.
Coach Saden, I mean, that's the second call that has gone against her in the set.
With the inverted,
yeah. Higgins passes it off the Yell serve. Diallo sprawls out as a setter. Tip. Overhoff with the pass. Out to Converse. And he uses the block. Point Hilbert. Tied at 17. Yeah, it's tough. Got two calls that, you had a little momentum going there. Ace by Diallo.
Ooh, that looks a little close in there. Let's look at the replay at the ace.
No replays in Division III here, but
well, we have replays.
I know we do, and I'll say from my vantage point, I thought that was long. So unfortunately, got it back and missed
still
long and wide.
Yeah, it's
so
tied.
It's tied 18.
Tied 18. This is right now. You're in a good spot if you're Houghton. This is still your game.
Yep. Converse, gets blocked. And, man, they got a nice push by Toller in the middle to take the lead, 19-18.
Yeah, Bizzuto, a little trouble digging that out. It kind of trickles over, and easy opportunity for the kill for Houghton.
Nice high floater that's just not sitting there, and as Hassel gets the swing, Buno not in a defensive position. He sticks a hand out, goes off it, point Hilbert. Back and forth we go here. It's a race to 6. Got to win by 2. Nice pass by the libero. Oh, right into the bottom of the net. Stutt puts it.
And you feel like this is that's the type of point where you feel like you give Hilbert a real edge going into this final stretch. Once you get into those late teens, early 20s, whoever gets that first one is in a good position.
Yep. Sproul swings on 2 blocks. Converse, 2 blockers there as well. In the middle, Hassel with a huge kill. Hits it right back in the 5 spot. Point Hilbert. Look at that again.
Yeah, we have it up on the replay. Wow. You can barely see the ball move on the screen.
Oh, nice spot by Chandler on the serve there. Down ball coming to Hilbert. Chandler backs out to Higgins. And the defense isn't set. Gets the kill, and they've gotten a 3-point lead. As Houghton is going to call a timeout. Oh, man. It's gotten tight here. Hilbert's starting to spread their wings and fly here in set number 2, up 3 as we go to break.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
to redefine yourself,
to improve yourself,
to challenge yourself,
to realize there's more in you
than you ever knew
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
the best training,
the best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
For an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs, more information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo.
And we're back. Houghton just takes the court after their first timeout in this set.
Charlie, they're down 22-19. What do you think was said in that huddle?
I would say Coach Sutton saying, gentlemen, we're right in this. Unfortunately, we've had some bad breaks with the 2 inadvertent whistles, but we're hanging with Hilbert. We just need to pick it up a little more here. Hilbert's going to bring it, and they're going to try and close out. We have to bring our game to the next level, and right now Hilbert's got another point here, taking it to 4. Chandler with the float serve. Middle run. Oh! Nice net. Oh, and unfortunately it's 4, and set point for Hilbert.
That was a very impressive effort. I lost my roster. By Hassel there to kind of keep the ball in play. He had a couple close calls, but he's able to keep it alive.
Sproul with the swing. Chandler had to play it. Tough play. Nobody can find the ball. As Tuller goes up there and pushes it right into a no-man spot.
Well, yeah, the ball went off. You can't see it in here, viewers at home, but it went off the netting at the top of the gym, and it changed the kind of speed and trajectory of that ball and threw off the Hilbert offense.
And Burns targets the libero for Hilbert. Converse comes through. Kill, and game set number 2 goes to Hilbert. 25-20. Teams will switch sides again, and we're going to take a quick timeout here. On the Buffalo Sports page, Hilbert up 2-0.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
Celebrating 50 years of business in Niagara County, Comfort Plastics manufactures a wide variety of consumer goods. You can buy our popular patio furniture at leisureaccents.com, our classic snow sleds at theretroracer.com, and know that all of our products are proudly made in the USA, and your purchase supports 150 hardworking families right here in Western New York. Comfort Plastics, a believer in the American dream. Learn more at comfortplastics.com or like us on Facebook.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
For an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs, more information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
the best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
As we're back here at Hilbert College at the Hefner Recreational Center, Hilbert up 2-0. Coach Crosby's got to love the way this is going, and, he's built a nice program here there, Francis.
Yeah, he was hired back, a little backstory on Coach Crosby, hired back in January 2020. He was tasked with restarting the men's volleyball program, also coaches the women's program, as we mentioned. A team that had been dormant since 2017. They came back in 2021, a scaled-back season due to COVID. 2022, a tough year, 3-23 overall, 2-14 in league play. But last year, they really turned things around, going 9-16 and reached the conference tournament. So good to see what he's doing. Before coming to Hilbert, he coached a while at Niagara County Volleyball Club, and helped out at Star Point High School. We know Converse is from Star Point. Obviously, you have that connection there, and we can see by the roster he's bringing a lot of local talent. And so if there's any high school volleyball players out here, Hilbert might be the place for you.
And we get started with a wide hit by Hassel, but off the block. As a point, Hilbert.
So, Charlie, you know, you're Coach Crosby right now.
Yep.
You're up 2-0.
Sure.
Your first set you did pretty well. Second set a little closer. Do you start to think about bringing in some of your subs, getting them some time in this third set? Do you wait to get a little bit more of a lead?
I think you played that second set was really tight. You can't change anything right now. I would keep it status quo, keep everybody in. If I can get a nice lead here, let's say, 16-7 or something like that, then I would consider it. But unfortunately, I think you got to play tight to the vest, let your guys go and play, and let them dominate. But right now, they're not doing it. They're kind of just taking it step by step and seeing what they can do.
Hilbert looking for their third win of the season. Started out the year 2-0, 3-0 win over Russell Sage College, followed by a 3-1 win over Wells College. Then this past weekend, lost to SUNY Poly and Rutgers Newark. I believe this is their first home game of the year. Yeah, this is their first home game of the year for the Hawks, so they're glad to be back home as the semester gets underway, the winter semester.
As Converse follows the ace with the error into the net, giving point to Highlanders. In talking to Coach Crosby, he's got a bunch of guys that didn't really see much of the court, in their high school seasons. Weren't the guys, as we say, as coaches, they're not the go-to guys. They're more of the background guys that help and contribute. So they come to Hilbert, and, he mentioned a guy like Converse and Higgins, Overhoff. Those guys weren't the go-to guys in their high school programs. They come here, now they have to be leaders, and, they are. And you can see by the stats, and not just the stats, but what they're demonstrating on the court with just conversations and corrections as they go. Back to serve, Hassel. Sprawl with the free ball over. Transition into a 4 ball, as they call it, for Overhoff. Nice block by Houghton. As Higgins goes off the hands down the line and point Hilbert. I mean, when you're getting contributions from all 3 hitters, it's a nice thing. It makes it hard to play against. I know Houghton's probably struggling right now. I mean, you've seen Hassel get his kills. Diallo, Overhoff, Converse, Higgins. Who do you shut down? You can't focus on one person.
I mean, you look at, what, that brings me to my next one. I was going to pull up the stats here. We have right now Hassel with 10 kills, Higgins with 8, Converse and Overhoff both with 7, and Diallo with 5. And I think if you're Coach Crosby, you got to be happy because you're used to seeing a lot more from Converse and Overhoff, and you're still getting their licks, but you're seeing Hassel really take the lead, and I think that says a lot, especially early in the season. You can rely on multiple guys.
Yep, as Sproul goes back, he jump serves and misses a long point, Hilbert. It's a nice thing to have a team that has a group of guys that have banded together. And I think after last year's success, it's a great building stone for Coach Crosby and this team. And he's got all the weapons they could. And they're not big, but they're agile and they hit hard. And you get a point out of the middle, Diallo. I mean, they've got double-digit kills out of Hassel, middle. Diallo's got what again? How many kills does Diallo have?
Diallo, let me refresh the page. We have up to the 5 kills. And he's actually the of anybody who has kills, he has the least.
But you've got 15 kills out of your middles, which normally in a Division III volleyball, your middles are, just to be honest, they'll sprinkle their kills in. Your pin hitters are usually your go-to guys. So like Overhoff, Converse, Higgins, they should be getting the majority of the sets. Right now, Hassel's running ship in the middle. So you just keep feeding him the ball. They can't stop him. Let him have his day.
Yeah, and then if they figure out how to stop him, you go back to the outside and we all open up.
Yep, one-on-ones all day. Coach Seddon right here had to call an early timeout. It's funny. We talked about this at a high school match this year. Early timeout. It's a lead. It's a third set. Is the team going to fold? Well, that team did not fold, and that was Clarence over Orchard Park. It was a 2-set-to-love, and Orchard Park was running away with the third set, and surprisingly, Clarence came back and won the whole thing and advanced to the Western New York Regional, the Far West Regional Finals.
And you know what? That reminds me. I think we did the Clarence Orchard Park game back earlier in the year, and they went to 5 sets, and that was one game where Orchard Park looked like they were going to take it in 3 sets, and Clarence came kind of storming back and won it. Those are the top two. I believe they're top 2 teams ranked in large schools this past season.
Yep. As we had a blocking violation, a net violation by Diallo there. Point Houghton. Oh, bad. That pass, Diallo off the net. Transition here, right side. Go back to Higgins. Nope, goes out to Overhoff and gets the kill off the block. 10-4 Hilbert. Another thing we can bring up with Hilbert, they benefited from, unfortunately, Medaille University closing their doors at the end of the spring last year, and they picked up a few key players, which has been a huge help to this season.
You're looking at Noah Hart and Tyler Hassel, who we've talked about, are picked up from Medaille. Both of them happen to also go to Lakeshore as well.
And they also have a right side, Nicholas DeAndrea, who hasn't played yet, but a 6'5" opposite from North Tonawanda who went to Medaille. And it helps that, Coach Crosby graduated from Medaille, so he kind of knows a little bit about that program and those guys that came over. As we turn the action here. And we get a kill from number 5, Elijah Stutt, as it's 6-11, as Houghton's back to serve.
If you're Houghton, do you need the run to start here? I mean, if you wait any longer, would it be too late?
I
know, as I say that.
Francis, you just, it's that whole kicker mentality. When you're on play-by-play and you say something about a serve or a kick, what happens? The guy missed the serve. It's unfortunate. I just have to laugh about that, Francis. That was perfect timing. I just don't think that's the place you worry about it. I think you need it. You worry about it at, if Hilbert was up 15-7, or you need to get points. Buno serves a floater here, serves it deep. It's a good serve. And Hassel just puts it away. I mean, there's no answer for him. I know for Houghton, the 2 middles tonight, they're new to the game. They're not seasoned, where Hassel is seasoned and, he's been around a little bit. Man, that's been generous for Hilbert tonight. Oh, we get a double block there. Higgins and Hassel team up together. Point Hilbert, 14-7.
Now, I noticed a bit of a height difference between Hassel and Converse. Does that affect when you're double teaming on blocks if the height difference is too big?
Where, Hassel, you're looking for him just to reach. He's a bigger guy, where Converse is more of a timing guy. Hassel probably doesn't get up in the air as much as Converse, but it's about timing. So as Converse goes up, you want, Hassel to go up. So we're going to have a couple subs coming in here.
And look what the score is, 16-7, which is what you talked about earlier. Exactly. You're like you're really predicting things, Charlie.
I wish I had a crystal ball here to know that, what the lotto numbers were tonight and go play them. But, 16-7. Now Coach Crosby can kind of sprinkle in the guys. Houghton, it's flat. If you look at the body language, you're looking at just everything right now. Houghton's kind of packed it in. Hopefully Coach Seddon can get them going. Just to finish, you got to fight. And right now they need to fight. Where Hilbert is just ready to bring in the backups here. So it looks like Chris Smith, number 11, he's a transfer from Alfred State, is coming in. And then Nicholas DeAndrea, as I mentioned before, the 6'5" opposite, transfer from Medai is going to come in as well. So it looks like number 4, Overhoff's coming out, and number 10, Higgins coming out for Hilbert, which, that's good. You get some guys from playing time. I know Coach Crosby said DeAndrea is still learning their system. So, giving him this opportunity to still learn what's going on and work on things, it's a perfect opportunity for him. And we're going to have a sub for Chandler, and number 5, Joe Grisanti is going to come in, and he's going to set now, as he's now the new floor captain for Hilbert.
Grisanti graduated from Kenmore East. He's a junior here. My alma mater, Kenmore East.
Just out by Converse. Short miss serve by Devin Burns. Point Hilbert, 17-9. Converse back to serve. Imagine if Converse gets 2 here, he might come out, but we'll see. Oh, man, he just crushed that jump serve. He gets an ace. Woo!
We're taking a look at it on our instant replay, picture-in-picture replay. You've been seeing it all night. That's a great serve. It's too hot to handle.
Yeah, libero changed too. We have Noah Hart in the game for Hilbert. And we're going to get another ace. All right, does he go for the turkey here in bowling? Does he get 3 in a row there, Francis?
He's on a roll right now.
Oh, I jinxed him. And as we said, you got the 2 in, and now we're going to have some more subs coming in. Number 9 for Hilbert, Drew O'Neill's coming in.
Freshman from West Seneca West.
Out to number 2, Messina. Back to DeAndrea, roll shot. Sproul with the set. Lucina with the roll shot. Down, point Houghton. Grisanti a little late with the recognition on the elbow dropping for the roll shot. And we got a free ball. Point Houghton. Imagine we'll see a timeout maybe in the next point or two from Coach Crosby if Houghton gets it. As I said it, he just called the timeout. So here on the Buffalo Sports page, Hilbert up 19-13. We're going to take this short timeout and come back for the finish of set number 3.
The financial guys, right on, right on.
Right on the money.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7...
As we're back here at Hilbert, on the bench right now is just Coach Crosby, his assistant, Corey Schwab, dealing with an illness. He's not here today, but familiar coaches there, Francis.
Yeah, he actually went to Hilbert, alma mater, class of 2016. This is his first year, though, at Hilbert as a coach. 4-year starter for the Hawks, graduated as the program's all-time leader in sets and matches played, as well as service aces, and ranked second in kills, attack attempts, digs, and points.
Yeah, Corey, very accomplished player here at Hilbert. Also, he went to school with, Coach Crosby at Star Point. They were a great team together. I had the pleasure of actually coaching their setter back in the day too. Shout out to Brett Kane if he's listening. He also went to Hilbert here.
Again, we've been bringing you Hilbert Athletics on Buffalo Sports page for the past few months. We did a couple basketball games. We did some football games in the fall. Hope to be doing more games in the spring. Possibly some hockey. We were trying to get a hockey in. Unfortunately, just because of the rink that the women's hockey team was at, we couldn't quite set up a broadcast, but rest assured that will be coming soon. If not this year, certainly next.
Hassel with the jump serve. And we have a lift by number 15, Sproul. Point Hilbert, 22-15. Tight, nothing there. Oh, and it gets the kill off DeAndrea there. Point Houghton. As Stutt comes back in for Buno, and Sproul will go back to serve.
Looks like Hassel's coming out. I want to say coming in was
Noah Hart.
Noah Hart? Okay.
Yeah, for the libero. Usually when you get to that point, liberos and middles always come in and out for each other. Oh, and point. Houghton. And we also have a sub in number 20. Brennan Reddick, sophomore.
From Jamesville, New York, Fayetteville, Manlius. I believe that's in the Syracuse area.
23-17 here, Francis. Pretty much just wrapping it up here. DeAndrea back to serve. Down ball here. Transition. And that ball is down. Killed by number 5, Stutt. for Houghton.
How important is it for Coach Crosby that these guys are able to finish it off? Just in maybe not in terms of, just in terms of for his program, how important is it for him that he's able to finish it off with these guys?
I think for those guys on the field, on the court, it's important because that will give them confidence going into another practice and going into the next match. And it gives Coach Crosby confidence in them to go to them. So as we are here, we have match point for Hilbert. Nice jump serve by Chris Smith there. Free ball. Gersani out to O'Neill. To Redding. Blocked by Houghton. 19-24. And I know the starters on the, they're excited because it gives them an opportunity to let those guys play because they earn it for all the work they do at practice, pushing them. Should be a free ball coming over to Hilbert. Picked up. Out to O'Neill. Picked up by Lucena. Roll shot finds the court for Burns. Right now, if Houghton wants to keep alive, I think you just keep rolling it in the middle of the court. And the players for Hilbert are just kind of sitting back. Unfortunately, Yao hits the net, and that is match point, 25-20 Hilbert. 3-0 as we bring you the handshake here at center court. Hilbert improves to 3-2 as Houghton goes to 1-7.
Hilbert will be back in action a week from today at Buffalo State University, 7 o'clock against the Bengals. And then they have another game. They'll be at Elmira that Thursday, and then they're back home February the 10th, Saturday at 12 o'clock, matchup against SUNY Poly right here at the Hafner Recreation Center.
Very good. Francis, we saw some up and down for a starting program like Houghton. They have some pieces. They're going to have some more. They're going to build a nice program in a couple of years. They should be where Hilbert is right now. Hilbert on the other side, they're taking what they did last year, and now they're going to expand on that and hopefully make it a top 4 in the AMCC. So let's see what happens for them the rest of the year. We've got many matches. We've got until, late
March.
Yeah, so, be excited to see what happens here at Hilbert for, Coach Crosby and the team.
Yeah, that sounds good, yeah. And check out on our after the game later tonight on the WNY Athletics Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram pages. Check out our post-game interviews with Coach and a couple players of the game who I think I know who I'm going to get, but I think after this I'm going to get your opinion on who I should get for Hilbert as far as player of the games for the Hawk.
Sure,
Hawks.
No problem. Yeah, it was a fun match, Francis. I think both teams have a lot to look forward to in this game, and Hilbert moving on forward with their team. Coach Crosby's got to be happy. They got to go into Buff State and not take them lightly. So that does it from here. We appreciate you guys all listening and watching us on Buffalo Sports page. And, for Francis Beck, Russ our FOOP, Charlie Britton here, and we will see you the next time here at Hilbert Hawks Arena.